Hey everyone, it's Sean here, your guide to Warcraft, back with the final rank 7 of the Brawlers Guild in BFA. And first off, we're up against the Hyper Mega Mecha Segoe X9000. No, I didn't make that up. So, to start with, he's going to have a few abilities. One of them is going to be, he's going to spawn a little Christmas tree, and it's going to be like swirling lasers around it. Just don't stand in that, that's pretty straightforward. You also have green pools on the ground of like little swarms of insects that, if they touch you, will do some damage. So the idea of this fight, for me at least, was kite him around and take him to an area of the arena that you want to fight him in. Take him somewhere a bit safer, fight on your turf, not his turf. He also summons some Seagull ads, which as a Death Knight actually helped me out because it procced my Death Strike, meaning I got more heals. Other classes that might benefit you. If not, they're just a bit of a nuisance and they can quite easily overwhelm you. Depends on your class and how you deal with it. He'll also cast a little peck at you which will disorient you for 2 seconds, like that. This is only ever really a problem if you're standing in one of the like swirly trees or the ads are catching up to you. It can get very overwhelming very quickly, but if you can manage it well, it's a very easy fight. Next up, we have Fran and Rid. These guys can get very annoying. So what you want to do is watch out for Fran riding Rid at the top here. He's going to be throwing a lot of bombs at you. It's always important to make sure you're moving. If you have DBM or you just have maybe Fran as a focus, you want to watch out for a cast called Goblin Device. When that happens, Rid is going to throw a net at you, and then Fran will throw a load of mines at you, which will blow up if you are rooted for too long. So the idea is that you want to make sure that as the Goblin Device net is being casted, you run a bit further away. It just gives you a few, like just even a second longer for the root to break so you can get out of the mines before they blow up, dealing a lot of damage. Otherwise, you want to make sure they die relatively at the same time, because when one of them dies without the other, they enrage and do a lot more damage more frequently. Definitely one of the harder fights. Next up, we have Blackmane. It may be familiar to you if you've done the Brawlers Guild before. You will see gunpowder being lit on the ground. When it reaches the cannon will fire, killing you in one shot. So the idea of this fight is just not to get overwhelmed. Pick your lane very carefully, plan ahead, know which one to move to next. All of them will go at different rates as well, so they're not all going at the same time. So you may pick one which is just freshly spawned and it will go like right to the cannon really quickly. Try not to get overwhelmed by looking at all of them. Just look at maybe your lane, a few lanes next to you. Get an idea of it. If you just stay calm and micromanage it really well, this fight is really easy. It's just it can get a bit overwhelming and a lot of it can be RNG as well. So Blackmane's not too bad. And lastly, we have Overwatch, the pun on Overwatch team. So when this starts, the Goblin Stuff Shoot is going to cast Maniacal Laugh. If you ever get hit by that during the fight, you're dead in one shot. So what I did is I put him as focus, so I always knew when that cast was going off. You just want to damage them down till the Tesla shield drops. Once the shield drops, you want to focus on Dupree. Dupree is going to be casting High Noon. If he gets High Noon off, guess what? That's another one-shot kill for you. So you want to make sure that you're nuking Dupree down first, while also avoiding Stuff Shrew's bombs and his Maniacal Laugh. Once Dupree's down, you then want to focus on Stuff Shrew, because if you get hit by Maniacal Laugh, he's going to end your fight immediately, and then you just want to focus on Hudson last. Or you can do the alternate method of focus Hudson down second and then do Stuff Shrew last. The problem is that Hudson does a lot of physical damage, whereas Stuff Shrew doesn't do any damage unless you get hit. So if you are good at avoiding all of the one-shot mechanics, it's probably a good idea to focus Hudson down second. That way you're not having to mitigate or take all of this physical damage as well. So like here, even though Hudson's now the last guy alive, he's actually doing a lot of damage, and I had to use a lot of cooldowns and stuff to actually kind of stay up. The longer it went on, the more I ended up kind of dropping. So if you're actually like, you can see here, like I'm almost dead and I've got like no cooldowns left. So if you're struggling with Hudson last, do Hudson second. It just means you'll have to avoid all of Stuff Shrew's mechanics, and it might get a bit frustrating, but once you've done that, that's Brawlers Guild beaten. But it bugged out for me and didn't actually give me credit, so I had to run in and I had to do it again. Quite a typical common bug with this version of the Brawlers Guild. Never gave me credit for fights, which got annoying, but that's it. That's rank 7 done. It's all 7 ranks of the Brawlers Guild. I hope it helped. Be sure to subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.